Nighttime update, Wednesday, December 14th, sports algorithms. I felt the need to do a quick video. So I updated the injury reports for NBA and for college basketball, and especially NBA, which I've mentioned this before. It's extremely important to update the injury report. So guess what happened? We have a brand new look when the injury report is updated, because as I went over things in the video last night or early this morning on Wednesday before we had more accurate injuries, even though I had stats in there, didn't have accurate injuries as of tonight, right? When the games start, things changed. Like Detroit is not favored over Charlotte anymore. Atlanta's still favored over Orlando, but now the Knicks are favored over the Bulls when you get the accurate injury report in there. And some things are happening tonight that are more consistent, I think, with this look. And so it's one of those where you need to have the file, you need to update it. And it makes me want to not make my wager overnight. That makes me not want to do that. It makes me want to wait until the day and right before the games and refresh this and then pick against the algorithm. Because I was looking at my basketball picks, and this is the problem. So I took the Pistons because they were ahead. Algorithm said they were going to win, but before the injuries came out, now they're not favored, and it's a really close game. And I'm like, that's probably not the way I would have gone if I had seen this. Seen the Hornets here, and now the Hornets a little healthier than I guess it thought they were yesterday. So anyway, NBA is updated, and that just shows you the importance. I know that some scores that are happening right now, as I also look at hockey on my phone, which we'll talk about in a second. But basically, it's mid game, so I don't want to talk about things. Nothing's final, but it's just the importance of the injury report. Now we'll quickly go to hockey. Ottawa is winning 3-0 over Montreal, so algorithm's right there. I'm going to be wrong going against the algorithm there. Minnesota is also winning, I believe, 3-1 against Detroit, even though it's kind of close game. Looks like both the algorithm, even though it says 2.4, 2.3, that's still saying 35%, 31% that Minnesota wins this game. And this other game's later, so algorithm, if it picks off Vancouver, could potentially have a 3-0 day for hockey. Now let's go to college basketball, where we're going to spend a little bit of time, because I started to look at my picks. I started to laugh because I always say, I go watch these. All these away teams are not going to win, or watch what happens. Let's go through some scores. South Carolina versus Alabama.
They lost 47 to 23.
I was going to say that's going to give me a football score. South Carolina college basketball score.
They lost 84 to 70 today against Alabama Birmingham.
Okay, so that's about right. 84 to 70. Appalachian State college basketball score. I should say App State.
They lost 67 to 66 today against.
So super close game here. I took App State plus 12.5 because I saw only an 11% margin, and I saw, was it the strength of schedule was bad for somebody? Why did I do that? I talked about it in the video. Turns out it's a great pick, right? They almost won. It said they were only lose this game by apparently 7, and it covered 12. I don't know why I did that. I just saw it was a closer. Yes, just because this minus 800 was way down here on the list when you look at this by margin. That's why. Here's why. When you started to look at this, it popped out as a game with a really bad line down here at minus 800, just like this one of Tennessee Tech and Lipscomb too. And so I took the other team plus the points was the way I was thinking about that. And I think that's actually worked out so far. Let's keep going. Stetson college basketball score.
The final score was 65 to 60 Charleston.
Charleston wins, but they definitely don't cover. And we didn't think they were going to cover the 13.5 anyway. Cincinnati college basketball score.
They won 103 to 76 today against Miami.
Okay, they win, they cover, which we thought they wouldn't cover 16, but they do. It's a ton of points though. What are you going to do? Radford college basketball score.
They're trailing Virginia Commonwealth 70-62 in the second half.
10 seconds left. So we'll kind of call that. Drexel college basketball score.
They lost 66-49 today against Seton Hall.
Yep, fairly predictable there. Seton Hall actually covers 13 and a half. Yep. Akron college basketball score.
The final score was 66-54 Akron.
So a little lower scoring game than the algorithm predicted, but they do win. That's a solid home team winning. Long Island University college basketball score. Yeah. Albany college basketball score.
They won 76-59
Yeah, this hurt
today
me.
against the Little Sharksmen.
I took Long Island University plus 7.5, but these are such terrible teams. I actually talked about that in the video. I should have known better. So I lose this pick because I make a bad bet. These are awful teams. Don't put your money on bad teams. That's the rule there. DePaul college basketball score. They should have been better, but they lost.
The final score was 66-55 Duquesne.
Yep, Duquesne wins this, and this is an algorithm miss, and I bet DePaul, and they lost. But they were way down here, and they were on the road, so stop taking road teams, Ken. Ohio college basketball score.
The final score was 82-48 Florida.
Wow, Florida owns it. Morehead State college basketball score. Did they pull off the upset?
They're leading Georgia Southern 63-55
With a
in the
minute
second half.
53 left. So they are poised to win this with 2 minutes left, up 8. We shall see. Coastal Carolina college basketball score.
The final score was 87-86 Coastal Carolina.
They win. Algorithm had it as a road dog. So that's a road dog that wins. Eastern Kentucky college basketball score. They lose though.
They lost 64-61 today against
So
Northern
they
Kentucky.
cover, but they don't win. And I didn't take them to cover. That makes me a dummy. Uh-oh. This is where I screwed up. I'm looking at my picks right here. Where did we lose or where did we screw up, right? We'll put the money in there. But this is fun. I enjoy this because it's not a lot of money and it's, right, it's $49 or something. Yeah, it was less than $50. And so we're not done with scores though. I'll go back to this in a second. But I know I did miss that. Louisiana Tech college basketball score. Did they pull it off against Stephen F. Austin?
They're trailing Stephen F. Austin 80-79 at the end of the third half.
No, they lost. They lose. Look at this. Look at this. We get the points correct. Stephen F. Austin gets the extra 3-pointer to win. Oh man. That's a home. I took them at home. And if you did no, was it no home bump that gave it to Stephen F. Austin? Hold on. What is it? Yes. Damn it. Darn it. Let's go back to no home bump. Darn it. Oh, I'm so frustrated now. Should have left it there. Take a look. So, yes. Oh, God. It actually favors Stephen F. Austin. This is why sometimes I don't like to use a bump and just stay away from the home teams that aren't on there. Oh, man. All right. Let's keep going. I think I'll miss off. 1 second. Central Florida college basketball score.
They're leading Ole Miss 65-52 in the second half.
But there's time left. All right, so the rest of the games are still going to be going. And what we have already with no home bump is 10-3. And look at every team loses this away. Unbelievable, right? You're 8-0 again. And you're 3-5 against the spread, which is tough, the spreads with these numbers. I agree, but they all win. They all win so far. All right, we still got a ways to go. And then also, what I want to talk about with the away teams with no bump is you win, right? You win with the highest one so far at Coastal Carolina. DePaul does not show up, but they were injured. So this was an injury matchup, and Duquesne's bench is apparently deeper than DePaul's, basically what that says. Then Eastern Kentucky fought in this game, and they cover, which I should have bet them to cover, but instead I bet something else. Long Island was a terrible team anyway with a power of 7, And Stephen F. Austin could have stayed on here. You could have taken him plus 5.5. Instead, I went minus 210 with Louisiana Tech, which is wrong. So look at what happens here. So this is bad, right? This is a loss. DePaul is a loss. Nothing. You could have stayed away from them because of injuries, but probably still would have taken them. Morehead State is winning. Eastern Kentucky loses, but should have been Eastern Kentucky plus 5.5, which wins. Long Island, bad team, loses. App State does good. Miss still going. This is okay, I think. Tennessee State's having trouble, I think. So you may be even worse, and I might actually lose money because of bad betting. This Eastern Kentucky, it's got to be Eastern Kentucky plus 5.5 at minus 110. I'm going to start to show you what this should have been based on better betting. That's a win, right? Now, that also means you do the Morehead State the same thing. Okay, you make it consistent and you try to make picks that are going to win games, which means the Morehead State game, which is still going, which is, yeah, it'll actually show on there, but it's also going to show in the big order here. The Morehead State game is plus 5.5, and that's what that should have been, and that's going to be a winner the way they're going in that game right now. But it should be minus 110. All right, so then you win Eastern Kentucky. This should have never been on here because they're a bad team. Just should have never. They're just too bad. They're too bad of a team. Like, let's move Arkansas State up there. That just should never have been on this list. It's terrible. Talked about it. Stupid. All right, so App State's winning. Yeah, Louisiana Tech should not have been Louisiana Tech. It should have been Stephen F. Austin plus 5.5 because you get 5 points, and this is supposed to be a really close game, and that would be minus 110. So it's using your road teams effectively by getting points with them because you're having success with that. With the exception of Long Island, you have it winning with App State, you have it winning with Kentucky State, you have it probably winning with Morehead State, you had it winning for sure with Stephen F. Austin. You would have had it winning also with Coastal Carolina, like I did it with here. Tennessee Tech, maybe not so much. That's not over. We need to look at that game, but it wins with App State as well. So taking those road teams, the algorithm favored plus the points would have resulted in something better like this. Better like this. Oh, it's so frustrating. What else we got? Tennessee Tech game is going on right now, and I think they were losing by a lot. Well, I want to look at that game for a second. Or was it Tennessee State? I mean, we're 9:30 right now. Tennessee State college basketball score?
They're trailing Charleston Southern 59-53 in the second half.
So they're down by 3. And we have that game here, and they're home, so they'll probably come back. We'll see. All right. Point of all that was you can see how college basketball has so much potential when you just read the algorithm. And there's advantages to digging into injuries. There's advantages to digging into, I mean, this is just, I mean, I keep saying it, right? How many people tell you, hey, I'm going to give you picks where all of them win? I keep telling you, take the home game, hit the home teams. We're 8-0 so far, and it's 9:30. How many more we got to go? These. And yeah, Mississippi, Tennessee. Yeah, some of these are going to be close. Maybe Oregon is somewhat injured. So is Auburn, but that's a higher margin. So you could considerably pull it off again and try to go 18-0 with your home teams today. It's possible. And if it keeps happening like this, you'll start to see, because they're all favorites, right? It's not like there's how many underdogs are on this list? Here's your underdogs. We're 2-2 on our underdogs so far. And Morehead State probably won. Hold on a second. Morehead State college basketball score.
They're leading Georgia Southern 65-57 in the second
Buck
half.
18. They're really probably going to win. So I'm just going to put a score in there because I want to show you what you have. Is you're now 3-2, and you won the 2 at the top, and Eastern Kentucky covered, and Long Island is just a terrible team, and that's why they're out there. So like you're looking really good on your underdogs today. Really good. So, all right. like that's the nighttime update. And I'm not going to do a preview video of Thursday for all the algorithms because I've been doing a bunch of other work today. That's why I kind of just revisited this right now. And after I saw what happened when I refreshed NBA, I was just so frustrated because if you don't pay attention to this right before the games, you miss out on so much value and so much change in the matchup that it's worth talking about. All right. So good luck, everybody. I hope your picks win. This is fun. Not gonna lie, this is fun for smaller amounts of money. And yeah, good luck. Your picks be winning. I'll be back for a Thursday recap video at some point, but I need people to purchase the algorithms more for me to spend more time on this because I'm in the middle of so many other projects. And I mean, I do get some money every day, so I am getting them done, but it needs to be more. So, oh yeah, the other thing you guys can do if you're still here, like, subscribe, watch the videos, like help with that stuff because my channel is still not monetized. My YouTube channel is still not monetized at all. All these videos I do, I get absolutely no ad revenue, never have. But I'm like 300 something hours away from the watch hours to get there. So any help on the subscribe front and referral, help to get people watching and stuff like that will lead me to do more videos because I'll be able to monetize that process. All right. So good luck, everyone. May all your picks be winning.